Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here, welcome back to the Railway and welcome to a bit of a bonus video. Obviously I don't usually upload on the Monday following a live stream, but this time I've got some outstanding trains to run for you guys, so that's what I'm going to do today. So if you have got a request outstanding from the last series of Sam's Trains Live, thank you so much for your support and I hope you enjoy seeing your request. If you haven't got a request coming up today, please feel free to still watch if you want to. Hopefully you will enjoy seeing some really nice engines with some creative consists, maybe some that I personally wouldn't have thought of to show on the channel. And if you'd like to have a request shown, I'm not currently taking new ones, but when I start up Sam's Trains Live again in November, then requests will reopen and you'll be able to choose something to run if you want to. For now though, I'm not going to waffle today because I think I do too much of that, so let's get down to the layout and see what people have come up with. So here is the first lot of requests all ready to go. The first one on the outside line comes from Sparky129, who wanted an HST, all normal so far, but with a mix of teak, Pullman and clerestory coaches, which I have done with another HST power car on the back. Then on the middle line we have RDHNLB, who wanted to see a J50 with Annie and Clarabelle. So I'm getting some OG Thomas vibes there, which is cool. And RD also wished everyone a great day, so I'll pass that on. Have a good day, everybody. Then Beaglington on C wanted to see Old Copper Knob. The rolling stock was a bit unusual. They wanted to see a Triang Rocket coach, which unfortunately I can't do because I've permanently coupled mine to my Triang Rocket so that it can have pickups. But the Silver Bullet and the Pullman brake that Beaglington also wanted to see is absolutely fine, so they are on. Okay, let's get these going and let's see how they get on. Let's see how the crazy HST goes. Let's give it a little help. There we go. The J50 posing as original Thomas design and also my very own Copper Knob. It's an honour to see my own model chosen actually. Here we go. We've had some strange HSTs on this channel in the past and that is definitely one of them. Yeah, that's definitely a request favourite, isn't it? Harebrained HSTs. Now this is cool. Yeah, stuff like this always goes down really well too. Yeah, it's a very interesting combination. Nice to see the J50 doing something a little bit different. And my beloved Copper Knob. I had such a lot of fun with that project, so it's so nice to see it back again. So thank you very, very much to you three for those. Let's move on and I'll show you what's up next. The next request is very cool. It comes from Sparky129 and Sparky wanted the W1. Always a pleasure to see the Hush Hush back, with a mix of teaks and Pullmans and a P2 at the back, which you will see in just a second. Then William Town wanted to see the Swiss B3/4. It's a very interesting loco, that one, with some Continental Pullmans, and I assume these are the ones he meant. I'm not sure if they are Pullmans. They probably are actually. But they are Continental, so hopefully that's right. Thank you very much, William. And then this is another Sparky1291. He wanted to see a big diesel. Well, I've gone with the Bachmann Class 37, because that is quite a big diesel, with some red coaches, and he also wanted to see it banked by a small tender engine. So I've got a J27 there on the back. So let's get these cracking. Let's see how the Hush Hush gets on with the P2. Okay, steadily does it. Let's see how the B3/4 goes. Yeah, quite nicely. Oh, no tender on the P2. That's naughty, isn't it? It's different though. And the 37 and the J27. Oh, that's interesting. Together. I really like the Swiss locomotive there, but it's hard to come up with an excuse to run it. So requests are great for that sort of thing. Here we go. The other two engines, or 4 engines, I guess. On the way past. Let's see if that P2's still coupled, shall we? Hopefully it will be. The J27 isn't. Oh, and the Pullmans. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Why is everything uncoupling? What the devil's going on? Look at this nonsense. The P2's like, hang on a minute, you've left some coaches behind. And the Hush Hush is like, nope, don't care. Nope, I really don't care. Honestly, it's not on, is it? Not on. And the little Swiss loco's not causing any trouble. It's just trundling on, observing all the chaos. Funny thing is, the P2's still not very far behind. It's still right there on its tail. Same cannot be said for the Oxford though, which is rather far back. You know what, props to you, Mr. Oxford steam locomotive. You didn't want to be at the back of a diesel train, and so you did something about it. I mean, I wish you'd have asked permission, but I admire your initiative. Oh wait, no, I take that back. It's a very dangerous thing to have done. And now you're paying for it because you've got a diesel up the backside. Right, I think that's the time to move on, but thank you, you three, for your requests. I do appreciate them. So for this round, I've got everything going in the same direction, just for a change. On the outside line, we have a Jonathan Hodges request. Thank you so much, Jonathan. You wanted to see the purple A4, which is a nice, unusual choice, some Pullmans and a brake van, which I have duly set up at the back there. Then on the middle line, William Grantham wanted to see a pair of panniers. So we've got the 94XX and the Railway Children pannier. Bunker first, both of them, with a load of four-wheel vans and open wagons, plus a four-wheel third brake at the back. And I'm wondering whether this is a reference to something. It seems very specific. Did this happen in real life? If you know of anything like this, please comment down below. And then NWR J&W Studios wanted a very simple request in the form of mallard, classic garter blue mallard right there, and some teak coaches, which is also absolutely fine. So, thank you so much to you three. Let's get these started. Here we go. Purple A4, double panniers, and mallard. I mean, it's still an unbelievable loco, isn't it, that purple A4? Very, very strange one. And complete contrast with these very, very standard looking panniers, even though one of them's in a fictitious livery. And of course the theme for the last live stream was Gresley, so if you're noticing that as a theme in these requests, then that is why. Right folks, well, thank you very, very much for those cracking requests. Already we've seen a great variety of different stuff. So let's move on to the next round and I'll show you what we've got next. Up next we've got the W1 Hush Hush back, but since we've already seen the unrebuilt one, I've decided to run the rebuilt one this time for Sideways 66779. Thank you so much to you, and here's the rake of Pullmans that you asked for. Then RDHNLB wanted to see the Bachmann Duck, so there he is, with some mixed freight. So I've got open wagons, tankers, box vans and a brake van on that train for you. Then Daniel Dark Magician wanted to see Nigel Gresley, that's an A4, very old tender driven one, and also the purple A4. So to get those both on the same train, I've decided to top and tail them HST style with some L&ER coaches. So let's get these started then. Let's see, well, let's get the Hush Hush going first. Thinking we'll run the A4s this way, or should we? I'm not sure. Probably let's try it the other way, because I think my tender driven one is a lot faster because I upgraded the motor. And then Duck should be fine. Alright, let's get going. So we've got a lot of Hush Hush action these days, which obviously is only possible since the Hornby Hush Hush came out, so that's pretty awesome. Right, how are these going? Yeah, surprisingly not too badly actually. Yeah, it seems to be working quite well. Good tension in the coaches. No problem. And look at that for some variety today. We've even got some Thomas and Friends characters. That's very, very cool. And actually, Duck's a very good runner, isn't he? I don't think I've ever had trouble with Duck. He's always just been a trooper. Every time I put him on, he just works. It's not the same with a lot of the Bachmann Thomas range. A lot of mine have had problems, but so far, never Duck, so that's quite good. Hush Hush again. And one more look at the HST A4s. And I think with that, we will move on to the next round, which I think is actually the final round. So here comes one more lot of locos. So you could say I've saved one of the best requests until last. That is, if you were being sarcastic, of course. But no, William Babcock, of course, I am very grateful to you for this. You wanted to see the Tango with some egg vans, the Coca-Cola Lomac, and Bullman on the outside line. Of course, all of that rolling stock, and of course the loco, due to its screw-link couplings, are all known for their derailments, so that ought to be fun. On the middle line, we have something a bit more conventional from Jason Biggs, who wanted the Dean Goods with the 812, double heading with some Mark 1s, which is obviously absolutely fine. And then we're finishing off with a beautiful, beautiful request from Darian Wilcox, who wanted to see an Atlantic, a Pacific, so I've tried to match those as best I can. I've got an LNER Pacific, a Great Northern Atlantic, and some ocean wagons, which is a bit of a contrast, I suppose. But let's get the conventional one started first. Then we'll start the Derailment Express, and we'll see how long it lasts, shall we? Alright, go on then, Tango, let's see. Here goes nothing then. This all stays on the track for a lap. It will be a miracle. My bet is on the Coca-Cola wagon coming off first. Wow. So far so good. I need to go up to the top end now, don't I? Oh, yep, something's off. One of those egg vans. Ah, crumbs. Yes, I'm familiar with this technique. Basically, everything waits until it's underneath the bookcase where it's a bit awkward to get, and then it derails. So that explains why things went as well as they did for so long. Alright, see you later, Tango. Keep trying to haul those egg vans, won't you? And when I've got time, I'll come and help you out. Alright, let's go and check in with the others. So I reckon the 812 is still faster than the Dean Goods, even though I've upgraded it, so that might go wrong after a while, because the Dean Goods is being pushed quite heavily, I think, by the 812. Still though, very, very beautiful combination, so thank you so much for that one. And an even more beautiful combination, I think, is this one. Just look at this. Yeah. Well folks, thank you so much for all of the awesome requests as always. I hope you enjoyed seeing those. That is it for the time being, and that of course brings us to the end of this little bonus video as well. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on Wednesday for another review. You take care now then. Cheers everybody.